Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Situational Awareness. I'm your host, Mark. I play Glebnor, and I'm joined, as always, by the Chaos Crew.
Rich playing Theo.
Howard playing Deluga.
And Ryan playing everyone else.
Pretty sure my voice just cracked.
Rich playing puberty.
Yeah.
Rich! That was like a nice long one, but I feel like I have so many fucking plot lines going on that we needed to kind of start like checking those off a little bit. I was like, okay.
Yeah, this is what you get for giving me a fucking list.
Sorry. I keep forgetting about Yarno and Dozer, and I was like, all right, they're just waiting for them at the temple. Because
But they told us everything we knew already.
Yeah, because it was funny because like I was like, oh, so Jindy would have told Yarno everything, but Yarno couldn't tell you guys at the bar because there was obviously like people listening in. But it was very funny that by the time we finally got to tell you everything you knew all the information already. Also, just that'd be fun for Yarno to be doing all his work for nothing.
Yep.
It really made me laugh. But yeah, I think the big one was that Greg was a double agent.
I was so ready to kill
Nailed
him.
it.
Yeah,
I was about to say, what if he just comes out when we slit his throat?
yeah. I was,
Didn't even knock him out,
I
just
was
full
getting-
out kill him.
I was getting so nervous at first. I was like, uh-oh, they might kill the guy, and then I have to just like rework that whole plot line. And then you guys weren't going to investigate the basement, and I'm like, but I put my sending scroll down there for flavor.
There was fucking nothing down there for nothing.
It was literally just to be like, he used a sending scroll. That was literally all
And
I
now
wanted you to know.
some priestess is dead.
Well, she
Whatever.
wasn't telling me anything.
We could have mayonnaise it
I wanted
out
to
of
kill
her.
her the moment I met her.
Drenna was definitely going to be a little shitty fight if you hadn't done that. Because Drenna was going to basically be like, you have responsibilities in the temple. You must do sketchy things in my temple.
Yeah.
But yeah, R.I.P. Dredna.
Deadna.
More like, yeah, Dredna and Borf only lasted 2 episodes, which is
Fuck
very
Borf.
funny to me.
Borf Combinati.
No one speaks for my God but me.
Unfortunately, the scary mausoleum temple is obviously a sketchy place. And
What are you talking about?
filled it full of nonsense. I'm really excited to do a little dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
We haven't done a traditional one on this podcast yet. I think we're due.
It's all right.
But yeah, I had Greg as a plant the whole time. So I thought I was purposely making him kind of like
The
a
one that
thing.
Mansa hates.
I didn't want you guys to like him. That way it would kind of throw you off the scent a little bit. So, but it was really funny that, yeah, you guys were like, because initially I thought maybe you guys would like hide and then wait for him to leave. And then you would go in and see that he had cast a sending spell or something.
Oh, fuck that.
But way funnier to be like, let's knock this motherfucker out just immediately.
We also did get to tune him up a little bit.
Yeah. I know. I feel like breaking his ribs was wicked unnecessary since you guys already jumped him. But I was really funny. So
We got
I
to
have no
sell it
problems there.
to, what's his name?
Shumak.
Schumacher.
Yeah.
And Mansa would love it.
Yeah.
So we can't let Mansa know.
Yeah.
So
Because now we got to kill Mansa.
But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a connection to Jaegeron. And I also was just like thinking about, I'm like, why wouldn't Jaegeron have a spy in the city?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, it makes sense.
And now I got him a
Nope.
potential connection with Handsome Huff
mhm.
and helping the Hill Dwarves.
Plus, we have small bladed weapons coming from the fire temple.
Yeah, so I kind of set that
My-
up as a way to essentially, you can kind of work with the fire temple to give your army like fire weapons. So I figured that'd be kind of cool.
And I got a hat in the making.
Yes. What do you want to do with that little
I
hat?
don't know. I was originally thinking it was going to be like a Doug Dimmadome, Dimsdale Dimmadome.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
And then I'm like, what else could I fit in it? A cannon?
Yeah. I was actually thinking it'd be kind of fun if maybe like instead of a cannon, you like face down and like a big like punching glove kind of shoots out of it.
Boxing glove?
Yeah.
Oh my god, like on an accordion?
Yeah. So like it's like hidden in the hat, and then it just rockets out to punch a guy and comes back in. Maybe I'll give you some kind of like super punch move with it. I don't know if you, because otherwise you have to have a bunch of cannonballs on your head, which just seems like it'd be pretty, cumbersome. But
That
yeah.
boxing glove in Final Fantasy VII when you put it on Barrett.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It does the work.
It does the work. But yeah, at first I thought you were trying to flavor out your new features because you do have your like magic plope hat.
Well,
now.
the thing with the magic cloak hat
It's
is
like
that
spectral?
it's like a spectral
Yeah.
lobster head or crab
Yeah.
head over.
Yep.
So I guess I could have said, make this a crab head. But I figured it would be funny if it was just a really tall hat.
Yeah, I really like the idea of you having like just.
Can the really tall hat, instead of a boxing glove, have lobster claws that come out and pinch people?
That's fun. I like that. I'll homebrew you up something stupid.
It's on brand.
Yeah, right?
Can it collapse so it's not always tall?
Yeah. Maybe it's like a hat of disguise, but the disguise only works on the hat.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid. But yeah, I think we got a lot. I feel like we got a lot done in that
Looks
one.
like a hobo top hat. With
We
like
set
a
up
flat
Grizzly
up
with a
lid.
lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't believe Grizzly beat up all these women and children.
I can't believe Krizik defaced Corella's
Yeah.
temple.
Which is so funny because like the followers of Corella will believe, but Corella won't.
Don't care
Which
if she
means
does.
it's going to bite you in the ass at some point.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It was really funny though.
If it gets the elves to come attack on our side,
Yeah. The elves are like interesting because they're like one of the. They're like
frontier species.
kind of, and they're like a faction that's going to be kind of like they have like their own shit going on, so they don't really want to get involved in this big war
Yeah.
with Krizik.
What the fuck are they doing?
The Beast
you don't
Wars.
know. Maybe.
What do they got?
I got things going on.
Nothing.
I mean, at some point, I got to start talking to the gods. So
A Krizik follower
And one of
defaced
them's
their
going to be
temple.
real upset with one of your followers.
yeah, I mean, we can figure out, how to punish them.
Punish?
Well, we're gonna have to. You can't be defacing,
And I didn't know.
It was
So,
a Krizik follower.
We all
the
know
god
it was.
does. The god knows it wasn't.
Corella just spanks Glebnor.
He needs it.
It has been so funny putting all the parenting onto Reggie. That fucking bit is so funny to me. I love
I'm not
Reggie.
responsible.
He's so bad at it.
He's so bad at it. He gives you like advice. He quits on advice once he realizes you don't understand things. He's like he's not keeping an eye on you. Like he's a horrible babysitter.
Yeah, I'm going to let
Yeah.
it go until he gets himself in too deep.
Well, if there's a place to get things in too deep, it's a big dungeon crawl full of traps. This will also be the first time in the podcast I'm using a physical book. And if you want to, if the next couple sessions go a little rough, you can blame Rich because Rich got this for me for my birthday, I think, 1 year.
Yep.
So this is on him.
Oh, boy.
Yep. The Game Master's Book of Traps, Puzzles, and Dungeons.
The amount of post-its hanging out of that book is upsetting me.
Yep. A lot of post-its.
It's only 4.
There's a couple. It's all
Four
right.
too many.
Well, I feel like a lot of the time with traps, I just kind of am like, haha, you fell. I do damage to you. So I needed a more
It'd be
structured
a shame
setup.
if someone used fine traps.
Yeah, I was a little nervous giving you back those spell slots, but it's okay. I also, it does
Who's my boy Giuseppe? What the fuck is the other? What's
What?
Yarno's cousin's name?
Oh, Jurg.
Jurg.
His uncle.
Giuseppe, the trap master.
am Jurg.
One of my favorite voices to do.
It go a boom.
Yeah, he's a Italian dragon.
Make it a boom.
Make it a boom. Giuseppe. Just totally wrong name.
Jurg is close.
You know Yarno's uncle Mussolini?
He's not a dictator. He's a cool little guy.
He is a cool little guy. Yeah, I thought it was fun too that you guys are like, it's like, you guys hit your first followers who weren't cool little guys, who were fucking creeps, and you killed them, which is really funny to me.
We're killing them.
Killing, yeah.
Unless Jeremy and Carl turn out to be all right.
Well, was it Jeremy or Carl who took me to the?
Jeremy.
I think
Okay.
Jeremy took you to the money.
Carl, I
So,
just
I
did
think
the
Carl
edit.
got the pizzas,
I just did the edit on like the last episode. You guys hated Carl. He gave you no information. It wasn't helpful at all.
but he did nothing.
He did
So
nothing.
in my
Yeah.
notes, I have it as Dredna was the dark voice, then downgraded, so Borf could become the dark voice,
Yeah.
Borf died.
and then Borf was assistant number 1, Jeremy was assistant number 2, and then Carl is Jeremy's assistant.
So currently, Jeremy, even though he doesn't know it,
Is number 1.
Is number 1.
Yeah.
And now Carl is suddenly rocketed to number 2.
Wow. I'm sure
Went
they're
from
gonna.
the number 2 assistant's assistant.
Good on you, Carl. Move up that corporate ladder.
Well, was it Carl that got the pizza or Jeremy?
I think Carl was supposed to go get the pizza, but then that dwarf was like,
The
I know
dwarf.
where to get pizza.
Yeah.
I also was funny. I like looked back. I was like, what the fuck did I name that on the fly? It was like Dirty Rick's. Like
Oh yeah, you said it and then immediately forgot.
immediately forgot it. I think it was like Dirty Rick's Raucous Ronies or something.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
along that line.
And
I could do some dirty Ronnie.
hearing it back, I'm like, Dirty Rick's definitely like a big rat man in an apron.
Oh, 100%.
A big old like New York rat smoking a cigarette, making greasy pizzas.
You gotta give him the fucking greaseball alien from Attack of the Clones. Cloners on Camino with that fucking voice.
I don't know why that scene is so interesting in that movie because out of nowhere we're doing like a noir detective story.
Yeah, with just some like diner monkey.
Yeah, I don't get what he is.
He's just like a bug man.
He's so wet and he's just like,
well, he's covered in grease from the.
and like when he says cloners, it sounds like a slur. I don't like it. These fucking cloners. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else happened in that episode. There's a lot.
I don't know. But we're going to kill the rest of your Thanes people.
He's a real pain in the ass.
My name keepers.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
New name in town, Blee Blee.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're just trying to give you some new name keeper of your own.
No.
No, they're trying to.
They're going to
Get
sacrifice
Thane
this
back.
lizard girl, right?
Yeah.
I will also point out one thing that I think.
We can't kill all our problems.
No, you definitely can. This is D&D. That's the joy of it. I think it would probably like the one thing that I think you all just kind of notice as characters is like this temple doesn't have any like statues of the Man in Black. They don't show the Man in Black anywhere. They don't worship the Man in Black. They worship the Void. So I think that was like kind of interesting where it was like, oh, you've like arrived at this temple, which is a temple of death.
And the
but,
only
like,
thing in the back that's their holy symbol is the
chalice. Yeah.
And it runneth over.
It do runneth over. So I think it'd be cool. You guys go, I think we're going to do a nice 2 episodes of Dungeoneering, hopefully. That's my plan for right now.
No, I got a speed run 1 episode.
I mean, hey, who knows? You guys are really good at running through all my bullshit and sound avoiding it. And the problem with like a lot of traps in general is they're like, you lower it's difficult terrain. And I'm like, okay, so they can go 40 feet or whatever. Like, you guys have so many ways.
Mobile it.
Yeah. So I had to like went through that whole book. I was like, one of these traps can Glebnor like not turn into like a parachute to avoid or whatever. You'd like splitting up into like a bunch of like little medics with the gurneys. So funny. I was like, yeah, that's for a bit. I'm not letting you mechanically be a bunch of guys. Like that would be really annoying.
I still imagine they're connected.
They're all connected.
Yeah, they were with Goo still.
Yeah. They're all still.
The stretcher was the bridge.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this was I like episodes where it's like an hour and a half of just like figuring shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we
Glad
figured.
we got to beat up Greg.
I know. Well, it's like
Finally.
I was like, all right, they're gonna get to beat up Greg and then realize that they don't really need to beat up Greg, but they did get to beat up Greg for fun,
And then beat him up some more.
yeah, with his consent, sort of.
What's
Well,
So Greg, what's his rank?
spy.
He's just a spy.
He's under
Yeah.
Creon.
Yeah, so Creon appears to be his captain back in the city.
Captain of the Crayola division.
Yeah.
Actually,
The Crayola division.
Sorry.
he's an artist.
Creon from Crayola.
What kind of food do they eat? Creole.
Wax.
His name is spelled Kreon.
Oh, that's exactly how I wrote it down.
Perfect. Yeah, great minds.
I put a little dash in between
Creon.
Cree and on, so I would say it correctly.
Yeah, I wanted just to.
Even though I called him Crayon.
It just like made sense to me to be spies in the city. Jaeger like knows what they're doing.
Mhm.
The battle mistress has like big
Except
plans.
with weapons, apparently.
Yeah,
And no one knows her name.
Yeah, well, I wanted to keep the continuity there because I remember like Kiki didn't know her name either.
Yeah.
So I like the idea that like the name isn't known, and that she's going only by a title. But and it's also like this guy wouldn't know her name. Like if she's trying to keep that name secret to some people, then it made sense to me.
Well, I got their interest in Brandini with the pulling out the gun.
Yeah. That was I thought it'd be fun to pull a gun on Theo because like never happened to you before, really. But that nat 20 strength to immediately stop it. I was like, God damn, they're such a good team. You guys do all complement each other's abilities like very well.
Yeah.
Can't wait to use my new magic missiles.
Oh, she took magic missile as your new
did.
spell.
You're gonna blow them out your little empty cannoli now.
Yeah, my little cannoli shell is going to be shooting goo.
Shooting goo is so
Shooting
awful
goo
to
out of
say.
a cannoli shell. Just
More importantly, our slurp. Our little
Yes.
slurps have made it all the way to Magria.
Slurp's making his way around Magria.
It only took a
BTW.
day.
Yeah.
Can we do a check on our boy?
Who?
Cosmo.
I think I gave you guys one not that long ago.
Are you sure? I feel like we haven't checked in on Cosmo. in
I think we did it like
ages.
literally last week. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think
we're
last week, but the week before.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
relax.
the recording before.
All right. Yeah, sure.
No. He's on tour. All right. He's sleeping with
What about the
Schleppner,
taqueria?
a little shit.
We're recording like right after the anniversary of him coming on the show. That's what made me think of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun. Wow, man, it's like crazy. It's been that long.
Yeah.
I know. It does feel weird without a guest. It's nice having a guest. But I feel like you guys do such good roleplay with just the three of you, just like bickering. It's very funny to me.
It's the one bad thing I feel about when we have a guest and we're all like trying to figure out plot lines that have been going on, and they're just sitting there like, oh, okay.
They're insane.
Yep.
Yeah, they're crazy people.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, I don't know what's going on.
You made a deal with what?
I really liked that like Toluga and Theo combo was awesome. I was like, okay, the boys are working together. They're getting their shit up there.
I'm mad at them. It doesn't mean I don't want to work with them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call him my son. He's Glebnor for the foreseeable future.
Just the
That cuts to the zom, by the way.
Cuts to the song.
would cut to the zom. Yeah, that I don't know. That
I got
shit
plans
was
for this.
You got plans?
I got a plan for
He's
it.
going to win me back somehow.
That's
I don't know
beautiful.
how.
It's beautiful. Yeah, and then I didn't know you guys could go to the Elven Temple, so it was just fun, like making up some like snotty elves.
You've made it. You piled the stuff on the guy to a way that he couldn't stop me.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
was I gonna not slip
your
through?
stealth checks are also so crazy now.
It's funny because I didn't plan it this way, but because I stopped the door from closing, it's still ajar. So when they find the thieves' cant, they're going to think someone snuck in.
Yep.
I wasn't planning on that at all. I was going to be like, all right, do you guys want to sneak in? But we didn't. He came out and we were all like, oh, okay, you already went in. So
And I'm already so over it.
Yeah, there wasn't like I wasn't like
So over
the
it.
only thing I was keeping there was the fact that there was a like one of those druidic trees that people could travel through. That was the only like real intel you needed to get from there for now.
So Bush Mommy's in town.
What? No.
no.
Just warm to the touch.
Someone used it recently. That's all you kind of know about it.
Like a toilet seat.
Yes, like a toilet seat, Mark.
It's been used. I can tell by sticking my face on it.
Why your face? Why the face, Mark?
I'm not responsible for him. I'm not responsible for him.
Reggie's not stopping me.
Does it feel like kind of like a weight's been lifted?
Yeah.
You don't have to do as much fathering.
I have to like out of our character check myself before I say something.
It's very
Now,
funny.
let Reggie handle it.
Like Reggie's not like Reggie basically like what I've always tried to do with Reggie is like a weird mix of all your personalities because he's just been absorbing everything you guys say and do. So like if like the best he can do is like a Toluga impression, but he's an idiot. He doesn't know what's going on.
He's smarter than me.
I don't know. He might not be.
I have a -1. I have 8 int.
All right. Reggie does have +1 intelligence, so I guess technically yes. Reggie might be the smartest one in the group, which is funny. I think Theo has a
same.
Yeah, okay. So, but yeah, it was that was a fun one. Also, someone I'll wait till the next episode to put this down. Reggie learned a very fun new spell.
Ooh.
So, but we'll yes, we'll see the next one.
Fireball.
Is it disarm traps?
No,
I can find him. He can disarm him.
no, I mean you can find him, but you have to send your boy in there to disarm him. Probably,
I'll just go anyways.
it's fine.
I could take the hit.
Huck a rock or a skeleton at it, it'd be good.
No, we got to keep all the skeletons.
I know. Now that we have to
We
win
got to
over
buy.
Lorenz.
Yeah, we could buy Lorenz with skeletons.
Oh, and I don't think I said in the episode, but obviously you could definitely tell now, Theo, because your spell was still running. So much undead underneath this fucking temple. Obviously,
Oh,
it's a mausoleum.
Yeah.
You know.
skeleton bonanza.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we can give Lorenz
all the bones.
Dredna's bones.
True. We could also just call Lorenz over.
I thought it was really funny that you guys were like, and then Lorenz is probably evil too, right, Greg? And Craig's like, nah, I think he doesn't like you guys. Like it was like, no, he's not even involved in this grand plot. He's just like a little shithead.
They do all hate him.
Yeah.
Which, now looking back at it, now I get why. He's not with them, so
Yeah.
they just don't like
They
him.
just come bully
Yeah.
him.
And I think I've always kind of in my, I don't know if I've probably said on the podcast, but like Bodkali was originally like before it became this giant wizard city, was a tabaxi city. So like,
Oh, he's part of the ruling.
yeah, it's like all
The
the
old guard.
Yeah, all the skeletons in the city are tabaxi skeletons. So like,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
fun. They got little cat ears.
they do, yeah. Well, only
Tails?
skeletons have ears, but they have like they have little bony tails. Yeah. But yeah, that was like
Fangs.
that was like before the war, probably. This was at one point was a Tabaxi city. So I like the idea of Tabaxi being like desert cats. Oh, it'd be fun. But yeah, all right. We got a big day ahead of us, gentlemen. We got some crawling to do. Mark, take us out.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. You know what I'm going to say. Rate, review, subscribe. Hit that little bell. There's a bell somewhere. I don't know. I don't use YouTube.
Yeah, hit it.
I'm old. Hit it. Anyways, yeah, I guess we're going to do some crawling. Maybe some falling.
Mm-hmm.
We're always balling.
Hey.
Keep it dicey.
This has been a Business Shark production.